Hey guys, Mike Van Tassel here. Today we're going to go over deadlift. It is an amazing exercise if done properly. It's also one of the exercises that you can really screw up and end up hurting yourself. So let's walk through it. It's good for hips, hamstrings, glutes, core. Last thing you want to do is be tweaking your low back with it. And so seeing people doing this in the gym, it's one of the things that we want to focus on the most is proper technique and form. So let's walk through it. Your first thing that you want to think about is your setup. There's a few different ways to set up. I'm going to go through one that I like to use, and I like to do with my feet underneath me. So I'm going to go feet right underneath my hips. If you can see here how they're lined up right underneath my hips, about shoulder width, maybe even a little bit closer than shoulder width apart. And if you look straight down from where I'm looking, the bar is going to line up over almost where the shoelace meets the shoe, and I can see my toes on the outside of the bar. Bar is about 2 or 3 inches away from my shin. So now from there, my hands are going to line up when I squat down. When I get down in my position, my hands are going to line up outside my knees. Now if I'm looking at myself from the side, what we're trying to do here is, one, we're trying to keep a flat back, and we're also trying to get our chest up. So if you see here how my hips are in between my knees and my shoulders, and my back's flat, that'll force more hips, glutes, and hamstrings than low back as you stand up. So as we get our position here, once you're set, what you want to think about here is your first move is feeling your weight in the hands. Last thing you want to do is jerk the weight up as you stand up. So feel the weight a little bit in your hands before you stand up. Once you feel it, you're thinking about driving your feet down through the ground. And as you start pulling up, you're thinking about taking your hips forward. So you're going to stand up nice and tall, keeping your chest up, eyes up. And once the bar gets past your knees, so once we get to this point here, all we're thinking about driving our hips all the way through. Right? So we get all the way up. On the way down, if it's a heavy weight, I suggest either letting it go and dropping it, or if you got to set it down, do an RDL down to your knees and then drop your hips and follow it on the way down. Let's walk through this again. So, see me from the side, I'm in my position, right, get my back flat, drop my butt down, butt's in between my knees and my shoulders, okay, hands are straight up and down, I'm not too far out over the bar, okay, I'm in my position here, I'm going to drive through my feet. Once the bar gets past my knees, I'm going to throw my hips into the bar, engaging my glutes, standing up nice and tall, not hyperextending my back. From there, either drop it at the top or RDL down to the knees, then finish dropping your hips down. That is your deadlift. I would suggest starting light. Get comfortable with the movement, kind of get the muscle memory in, and then once you get that point and once you feel comfortable with it, start adding some weight on and have some fun. Thanks, guys.